everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today we have an Age of Sigmar battle report for you. I'm playing my little brother once again. He's slowly learning the game with me. It's been a ton of fun playing with the little brother again. We haven't played Warhammer together in quite some time, but well, before these few battle reports. Anyway, we're playing the scenario Feral Foray, and this is going to be our first time using all the new battle tactics and the endgame objectives from the General's Handbook. So we're going to have all that new stuff from Gur in play in this game. We're going to try and remember as much of it as we can, as it's our first game using all of that stuff now. We're going to be playing the scenario Feral Foray, which is very similar, I guess, to Better Part of Valor. You've got 6 objectives on the table. You go across and you try and burn them. However, burning them is only worth an extra single point, and it's removed from the table. But besides that, I'm going to be playing Beasts of Chaos today. He's going to be playing Cities of Sigmar using Misthavn, of all things. Trying out some different armies. I'm using Allherd with the Beasts of Chaos. We're playing 1,000 points, which is fun. And let's get looking at those armies. So this is 1,000 points of Beasts of Chaos. Our general is going to be the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. He's going to have the Allherd command trait, Dominator, and the artifact, the Blade of the Desecrator. That's right, we're going to be playing in the sub-faction Allherd. We're then going to give him the spell Hailstorm, and we've got a great Brave Shaman who's going to have the spell Tendrils of Atrophy. For Battle Line, we've got 2 units of 10 Gore, and then we've also got a unit of 10 Bestigor, 10 Ungor Raiders, 3 Dragon Ogre Shaggoths, and a Javasly. And here we have our Cities of Sigmar army. We're going to be playing in the sub-faction Misthavn, and our general is going to be the Dreadlord on Black Dragon. He's going to have the command trait Shadow Lord. This lets him use the command ability from Misthavn free each turn. We've then got, for Battle Line, we've got a unit of 5 Drakespawn Knights and a unit of 10 Dread Spears. We also have a Sorceress. She's our extra wizard in the army, and she's going to choose to have the Witch Mist spell, the generic spell from the core rulebook. And she's also going to have the artifact, the Strangler Kelp Noose. Our Dark Temptation, or rather our Misthaven narcotic, is going to be the Synthicalum, which is able to give our dragon +1 to hit for a turn using this. And then we've also got a unit of 20 Phoenix Guard rounding out the army. And so here we are, all deployed. Beasts of Chaos on this side. We're going to Herdstone down 2 units of, well, a unit of Ungor are there. Unit Ungor behind with the Brave Shaman, getting ready to get sacrificed. Ungor Raiders at the front here with Bestigor behind them. 3 Dragon Ogres next to the Shaggoth, and on the far side we've got the Javasly. Across on the other side of the table, we have 10 Dread Spears and the Sorceress in the center, and the Phoenix Guard just off center there. In reserve for the Misthaven army, we've got the Dreadlord on Black Dragon and the 5 Drakespawn Knights. The grand strategies we've chosen for our armies as well. I'm using Dominating Presence for the Beasts of Chaos. This means I have to have more units from my starting army on the table at the end of the game than my opponent has units from his starting army. And the Cities of Sigmar have chosen to go with Vendetta. This means their general, the Dreadlord on Black Dragon, needs to be on the table at the end of the game, and the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, who is my general, does not. Must be dead. Right, so start of Beasts of Chaos Hero Phase the first. So first of all, we've got 2 command points each. I've got my general on the table. The Cities of Sigmar do not, so they don't get the command point. For my battle tactic this turn, I'm going to go with Monstrous Takeover. This one should be pretty easy. I just have to have a monster contesting an objective at the end of the turn, and an opponent's monster cannot be contesting, so I'm probably going to get this one pretty easy this turn. Going into heroic abilities, I'm going to choose to try and generate a command point with my, let's go with the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. So on a 4+, he generates a command point. He does not. So the Sorceress on a 4+ is going to try and generate a command point for her army. She does. So the Sorceress gets a command point to use this turn if she needs to. With that said, let's go into the hero phase proper. So to start off, the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, he is going to go with Mystic Shield. So it goes off on an 8. Sorceress can try and dispel. She's going to need a 9 on dice to dispel. She gets a 4, does not. So Mystic Shield, we're going to put that on the Dragon Ogre unit. And then the Brave Shaman, he's going to use Arcane Bolt to store a little magic energy ball. Goes off on a 5. No more dispels from the Cities of Sigmar this turn, so it goes off uncontested. With that, though, that's going to be the end of the hero phase, so we'll go into movement proper. We are just going to get the 1 Savage Dominion point, actually. And then we'll also sacrifice D3 of our Ungor to get some more summoning points. For 1. That's going to give us 2 for the turn. Alright, and so we've had the Beasts of Chaos move up, Ungor Raiders, Ungor and the Bestigor behind. On the other flank, the Jabberslayer moves up along with the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth and his Dragon Ogre buddies. And so now we're going to go into some shooting. Right, shooting, we're going to shoot the Ungor Raiders at the Phoenix Guard there. Sergeant hits on a 3+. He hits. And the rest of the unit will hit on 4s. Put the Sergeant's one back in. And then wounding collectively on 4s as well. Oh, okay. Almost Yahtzee there. Armor saves 4+ for Phoenix Guard. And then a 4+ after damage save. 1 Phoenix Guard dies. And with that, that's going to be the end of the Beast of Chaos turn. So I control 1, I control 2, but I do not control more than you. So I think we'll have a look. And yeah, correct. The Sorceress can claim this one here, and the Dread Spears can claim that one. So I do not control more objectives. However, I do get my battle tactic because a monster controls an objective that is uncontested by one of your monsters. So I'm going to get 4 victory points for the turn, going into Cities of Sigmar, turn 1. And so, Cities of Sigmar, turn 1, we've got to do our battle tactic for the turn. Battle tactic wise, Cities of Sigmar are going with broken ranks. I have to destroy a battle line unit in my starting army, so either the Ungor Raiders, Bestigor, Ungor back here, or the Dragon Ogres, because the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth is my general. With that, we're going to go into heroic actions. I'm going to try and generate the command point with my Dragon Ogre Shaggoth on a 4+. He does. And then the Sorceress, she'll try and do the same, 4+. She generates a command point for the turn as well. So Sorceress, she's going to try and use Word of Pain. So first of all, she needs a 7 to cast. She got a 7. I'm going to try and dispel with the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. And so here we go, needing an 8. Not got a 7, so it goes off. So that's going to be D3 mortal wounds to the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. For 3 mortal wounds, ouch. With that, that's the end of the hero phase for Cities of Sigmar. They're now going to do their movement and they'll come back after that. So, end of the movement, what's happened? So, the Dread Spears and the Sorceress stay on there, but the Drakespawn Knights have come on the flank of the board, threatening the Jabberslayer. The Dreadlord and Black Dragon, he's come on, he's going to try and get these Ungor. And then we've also got the Phoenix Guard pushing up in the center, hoping to try and maybe get a long bomb charge into the Bestigor. Cities of Sigmar shooting, there is none to mention of because the dragon is well out of his 6-inch range. So we'll go straight into charges. So going to charge with the Dreadlord and Black Dragon first. 2d6. Oh yeah, he got that nice big 11. He is into those poor Ungor. He's just going to fly right on over in there and smash. Awesome. Charge for your Phoenix Guard now. 2d6 again. Oh, another 11. They're going to see it in as well. We'll come back after they've charged. And the last charge, can you get another 11? The Drakespawn Knights. An 8. That's not going to... Oh, that will actually see them in just because Cities of Sigmar +1. So they move straight forward 9-inch. Alright, so end of the charge phase. Dreadlord and Black Dragon, he's going to use Stomp. Succeeds. And now D3 mortal wounds. For 3. So 3 Ungor just get squished straight away. So the Jabbasly is also going to use Stomp. So D3 goes off, and then D3 for 3. So it's going to kill a Drakespawn Knight. So the Drakespawn Knights are going to be the first unit attacking in combat now. They've used a command point on themselves to give themselves +1 to hit, all-out attack. And I'm choosing to use all-out defense from the Shaggoth onto the Jabbasly. So let's go. They need 2s to hit with their spears now, and +1. Misses. And then they need, what do they need? 4s or 3s to wound with their spears.
With spears. Is that lance?
Yep.
To wound is 4.
4+, okay. Easy. 4+ is to wound. Oh, only 1. However, it is Ren 2, damage 2 when they charge. So I have a 5+ save for the Jabbasly. Failed, so it's going to be 2 damage. And so now we've got the mounts, 8 attacks. Hitting on 3s, yeah? And then wounding on 4s, correct?
Yep.
So there should be 3 of them, I think.
I
Yep. And then, so now I've got a 3+ save versus these ones, which I failed 1 more. So I take another wound on the Jabbasly, having him taken 3. And so now I've got 3 dice to roll for his acidic blood. So 2 mortal wounds back to your Drakespawn Knights. That'll kill another one of them. So the Besticles have piled in. We've got a little bit of wobbly model syndrome happening here. Technically the fighting's going, right on here in the bottom of the staircase. So there are 8 Bestigor in, including the champion. We're hitting on 3s. Re-rolling our 1s though. So Phoenix Guard's armor save 5+. So all those ones there succeed. And then 4+, your Witness to Destiny ward save. 1 dice. Just 1.
I don't know.
So the Dreadlord on Black Dragon, he's going to attack those poor Ungor. Exile Blade, what does he need to hit?
3s.
Yep. Awesome. Oh, only 1 miss. And then what does he need to wound?
4s.
Cool. So 3. We've got 3 saves to make for the Ungor Raiders. So just 1 dies because I get +1 save in combat.
And then Fearsome Jaws.
Yep, so then his Fearsome Jaws.
Attack, hitting on 4s.
Yep.
And then that's D3, right?
Hitting on 4, hits once. And so wounds on a 2. Wounds. That's Ren 2, so I don't get armor, so it's D6 damage, so just roll up your damage. For 4. Cool, and then his claws, what does he need to hit?
4s.
Yep. So B. And then wounds on
3s.
Lovely. Awesome. Rend. And so he's Rend 1 on these attacks, so this means these are 6-up saves. I saved 1, but that's going to be 4 damage and kill the rest of the Ungor. Which means you're going to get your battle tactic as I knock the wobbly dragon. So the Jabbasly, he's got 6 attacks from his Vorpal Claws. So he's going to need 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. So 3 armor saves. 5-up armor save on the Drakespawn Knights. Oh, saved them all. And then the Spike Tail hits on a 4, wounds on a 2. This is going to be -2 as well. So another 5-up save for the Drakespawn Knights. Nope, so it's going to be D3 damage. Come on for that. 3, 2, so it's going to kill 1 more Drakespawn Knight. So the Phoenix Guard are attacking the Bestigor. They need 3s to hit. All of them in range with that nice 2-inch reach. Cool. So 5-up save on the Bestigor. I save 1, 2, 3. That's still going to lose me 5, 6, 7, 8 of them are going to drop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so that's going to be the end of combat. I'm going to choose... Oh, no, it's not actually. I'm going to be able to attack the Ungor Raiders here. We'll go with them first. So the dragon, we're going to go with 5s. Oh, 2 hits. And 5s, nothing. They did nothing. So now that is the end of the turn. So we're going to go into Battle Shock. I'm going to spend a command point here to make my best score immune to Battle Shock, making sure those Phoenix Guard can't move up. And you're going to have to take a Battle Shock test on the Drakespawn Knights as well, who aren't going to be able to use Inspiring Presence. My mistake, they haven't used a command point in the Battle Shock phase, that was the combat phase, so they're going to use Inspiring Presence, keeping them on the battlefield. And then, point-wise, we're going to control 1, 2, 3, and I actually think you're going to take this objective off me as well. Here you are with those Phoenix Guard. So you're going to control 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you've completed your battle tactics as well, so that means you get 1 for controlling 1, 1 for controlling 2, 1 for controlling more, your battle tactic as well for your full 5 in the round. Do you wish to try and burn the objective? Yep, so they're also going to raid the objective as well, removing it from the table. Our mistake, sorry, you can't raid that one as it's only the first battle round, so he's just going to get the 5 for the first turn. Alright, priority for turn 2, Beast of Chaos got a 2, oh dear. Cities of Sigmar got a 5. I have a feeling they're going to take the double turn and press their advantage here. Yes. And they sure are. Right, so Cities of Sigmar, start of turn 2, the battle tactic he's going to choose to use, he's going to use Savage Spearhead. This is going to allow him, or the battle tactic rather, is going to be that he has to have 2 units from his army wholly within my territory. Now we're going to go into the heroic actions. I'm going to choose Heroic Healing on the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. So 2d6, 9, I'm pretty sure that's above his bravery. Sure is, only have a bravery of 7, so Heroic Healing does not work. And so, Cities of Sigmar, the dragon's going to try and generate a command point for himself. He does on the 5+. So, Hero Phase proper, Sorceress, she's going to try and use the spell again. She's going to use Word of Pain. So she needs a 7 to cast. She's got a 7 again. Can I dispel her this time? I need an 8 on dice. Do not, so D3 mortal wounds for 2. It's going to pop the Shaggoth up onto 5. He's getting magicked off the board. So, movement phase, nice and easy. He's not moving the Dread Spears and the Sorceress. Quite happy for her to sit back and magic my Shaggoth off the table. Drakespawn Knights, Phoenix Guard, Dragon, all in combat, so can't move. So go straight into the shooting phase. Shooting phase, so Dragon, he gets to roll 10 dice. So every 6+ on those Ungor Raiders now is a mortal wound. Just one. One of them dies from stink breath. And with that, that's shooting over. So combat time. Who are we going to go with first? Drakespawn Knights. Yep, good choice. So we're going to do the Aura of Madness ability. I've got to roll 3d6. That is 9, 10. So that is over their bravery. Now, the Drakespawn Knights get an extra attack on all their profiles now. However, for every 1 they roll on any attacks, they do a mortal wound to themselves as they go crazy. So we're going to go into their attacks. So 5 attacks. That's 1 mortal wound there. But you do roll them all, resolve damage first, and then we'll do it. So they all, so the 2s don't hit anymore. And that's a mortal though. We'll keep that to the side.
And then 4s.
Yep. Just 1. This is -1 now. So this is going to be a 5+ save. Saved. And then your mounts. 6 attacks for them. That's another 1. So there's 1 left on a wound. However, what do they hit on?
4s.
So 1 hit still. And then wound on a
4. Oh no, hit on 3 and then.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing. So they do 2 mortal wounds to themselves though, and nothing to the Jabberslayer. Alright, we're going to go with the Bestigor into the Phoenix Guard. 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s. And then 3s to wounds. 2 at -1. Save 1, and then a 4+, Witness to Destiny, ward save. Nope, so 1 more dies. So, Dreadlord on Black Dragon, he's attacking these poor Ungor Raiders. 6 attacks with his Exile Blade. What does he need to hit?
3s.
Yep. And then what does he need to wound?
4s.
Awesome. Cool. 3. So these are just 6-up saves.
No wound.
Yeah. But still, he still kills 3, chops down 3 with his sword. And then the dragon.
3 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Yep, this is with his jaws, yeah?
Yep. So 2. And then wounding 2+.
Yep. Go for it. 1 more. Get your elbow. And that's what we get. And then you've got 6 attacks with his claws, I believe. So hits on 4s.
Yep.
All hit. Wound on 3s. Oh dear, these are all Rens, so that's going to kill 6, which is just enough to wipe out the unit of Ungor Raiders. The dragon is on a murder path today. Oh, and then the 3 as well. They're all dead. So the Javisly is going to attack the Drakespawn Knights there. So we've got 6 attacks with our Vorpal Claws, 3s to hit, and 3s to wound. 1 at -2, so it's a 5-up save needed. Saved it again. Hits with his tail. Wounds with his tail. 5-up save again. Stop it. Ah, dear. So he survives somehow. And then the Phoenix Guard are going to pile into those poor 2 Bestigor. Right, so the Phoenix Guard, all of them have gotten in onto those 2 poor Bestigor. So let's go. 3s to hit. Oh dear. And 3s to wound with the Phoenix Guard. I don't know how many dice this is, but I need a lot of 5-up saves here. I did get a lot, to be fair. What is that? That's 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I passed 50% of them, but they still die. So, end of the Cities of Sigmar, turn 2. He's going to get 1 point because he controls 1 point because he controls 2, and then he controls more than me because he controls all 4. He controls 4 of the objectives, so he's got 3 points. He completed his battle tactic, got actually 3 units wholly within my territory. And now, are you going to choose to raid the objective for an extra point?
Yes.
Cool. So that's going to give him a grand total of 6 points this round, putting the Cities of Sigmar up to 11 after turn 2. All right, start of the hero phase. I'm going to choose my battle tactic for the turn. So, battle tactic, I'm going to go for Conquer. I have to get an objective my opponent controls at the end of this turn. And then heroic ability, I'm going to try for heroic healing again on the Shaggoth. Or actually, you know what? No, I'm not on the Shaggoth. I'm going to go the Shaggoth's finest hour, giving him +1 to wound and +1 save this turn. And then Cities of Sigmar, the dragon's going to choose heroic willpower, so it allows him to dispel as if he were a wizard this turn, or unbind, sorry. So, hero phase magic, Shaggoth, he's going to do Arcane Bolt. Goes off in a 12, you can't actually stop it. Double 6. So he's going to have a little magic ball floating around him. That means that Drakespawn Knight's going to die soon. And then we're going to go Tendrils of Atrophy from the Bray Shaman. Doesn't go off. Fails. So that's it for magic. Heroic willpower didn't need to be used, but weren't to know. Going to go into movement, and we'll come back after all that is done. Alrighty, so end of the movement phase. Shaggoth and his Dragon Ogre buddies, we've moved up with them. We've summoned on 10 Bestigor. They're 9 inch away, but they're also claiming the objective. So I've got like the objective if I'd fail it, but I've got it if not. Hopefully I should be able to take this objective off the Cities of Sigmar this turn. Jabberslayer, he just stays where he is. So we're going to go into some shooting now. So Jabberslayer is going to shoot with his Slithy Tongue. 3s to hit. 1 hit. And 3s to wound. 1 wound. 1 at -1. So 1 4-up save on your Drakespawn Knight. Can he survive? He survives still. Why won't you die? Charges it is then. So we're going to go with the Shaggoth first. He got a nice big 11. It is the day of 11-inch charges. He's going to go in. And we'll go with the Dragon Ogres next. 6, so they're going to get in as well. There we are with their charge. And lastly, we're going to go with the Bestigor. They fail. You know what? I'm not going to spend the command point. I'm quite happy to get my battle tactic this turn and potentially go on a double turn. So we're not going to spend a command point to there. Alright, so we're going to attack with the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth first. He's going to use all-out attack on himself, giving him 2s to hit. And then he'll be 2s to wound as well, because this is his finest hour. So his axe, 2s to hit. Of course, we roll a 1. 2s to wound. Both wounds. So this, however, now he gets +1 due to his Blade of the Desecrator, which gives him an extra rend if he's fighting a unit over 10 models. So it's going to be rend 2, but then also going to be -1 on their armor save from the Herdstone. So you've got a 4, 5, 6, and then you become a 7. You actually don't get armor against his attacks. So you're going to have your Witness to Destiny rolls, which you'll need to make 6 of. So 4 pluses, so 2 die so far. D3 attacks from his sweeping limbs. 1 hits. And does he wound on a 2-up? Yes, he does. It's going to be -2, so you've got a 6-up armor save on that. Sorry, 5-up armor save. Saved. And then you've got his raking forelimbs, or talon forelimbs. 1 hit. Oh, sorry, 2 hits, because he hits on 2s. 2 wounds. This is going to be -2 now. So 6 up. Fails both, so 2 4 pluses now. Another 2 die from the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. Alright, so the Phoenix Guard, they're going to put all their attacks into the unit of Dragon Ogres. So they're going to need 3s to hit. And 3s to wound, yeah. And so 5-up armor saves. And then we are on mystical terrain. So because the Phoenix Guard already have their ward save, they don't get a second one, but I get a 6-up one. Save another 2 points of damage. It's going to be 5, 6 wounds. It's going to kill 1 Dragon Ogre and put another one on a wound. So we'll...
Yeah, 5.
And so now we're going to hit back the 2 models with their Draconic Crushes. 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s because I'm near the Shaggoth and I rolled 4 1s. So let's re-roll them. Still 2 miss. And then 3s to wound. So 2 saves at -1 because of the Herdstone. So
5 up.
Save 1. And then these are going to be damage 2. So 2 4-up saves. Failed past neither. So it's going to be 2 dead Phoenix Guards so far. Then we got our clawed forelimbs. 4s to hit. Reroll these 1s though. Nope, they're still 1s. And then 1 wound, so 1 at -1. Fails, and then a 4-up after save. Saved it. Number 2 die.
Oh, if I roll a 1.
Yep, so we've got to roll for the Aura of Madness now from the Jabberslayer as the Drakespawn Knight's being elected to attack. 5, 6. That's not actually over his bravery, so he's not insane this turn. So just 2 attacks with his lance, because he's the champ. What does he need to hit?
3s.
Yep, And then
Falls.
1 wound. -1. Failed. So do your attacks back with the mounts now.
So 2 attacks, 3 and falls.
1 more. So an armor save on that. Save that one. However, on a 4+, the 1 wound you did, I'm going to kill you with acidic blood. I do not. He survives. The Javisly is about to attack him back. So take another wound on the Javisly. 6 attacks with the Vorpal Claws, 3s to hit. And that dice stops rolling. And 3s to wound. That is 3 armor saves, -2, so these are all 5+ saves. Nah, got him. He's dead.
Okay.
He survived for longer than he probably should have. End of the turn. Both our units here, Battle Shock phase, going to use Inspiring Presence. And then I'm going to start scoring points. So I'm going to score 1 for having 1, 2. I'm not going to have, I'm actually going to have, no, I'm not going to have more than you. So I've got the same amount. So I've got 1, 2, but I did take 1 off you. So I'm going to get my 4 points for my battle tactic as well. And sorry, our fault, I do have more than him because I actually control 3, because remembering that one was burnt. We totally forgot to take it off the table. So I am going to get an extra point, putting me to 5. So 9 in total for the Beast of Chaos, and then 11 going into the priority roll for turn 3. So priority for turn 3, Beast of Chaos. I got a 2, oh dear. You got a 1, I'm going to take it with the beasts. Yeah. Alrighty, so start of the Beast of Chaos turn. We've generated the command points and all that, so we're going to choose our battle tactic. Alright, so we're going to go with aggressive expansion this turn. What that is I have to pick 2 territories not within my territory, 2 objectives not within my territory, and I have to gain control of them. And so I'm going to pick that one and that one there to have control of them at the end of the turn. Now, we're going to go into heroic actions. I'm going to try some heroic healing on the Shaggoth, which I equaled his bravery now, I believe, on a 7. Yep, so I heal 1 wound on him. Going back down to 4. So he's going to try and generate another command point on the dragon here. Does so he gets a command point for the dragon for the turn. Just making sure he protects that dragon with all that defense. Or he can give it to the Phoenix Guard, etc. With that, go into magic. We're going to have my Shaggoth is going to use... Shaggoth is going to use Summon Lightning. It goes off on an 8. You can try and dispel this one if you would like.
9.
Need a 9 on dice. You got a 10, so dispelled. The Brave Shaman is going to go Tendrils of Atrophy. So we'll try and cast with him. 6. And so that's going to happen. Tendrils of Atrophy on the Phoenix Guard. It's going to give him -1 save. So that could be pretty good this turn. With that, that's the end of the hero phase. So we're going to go into movement. So, end of the movement phase, Bestigor have now run over. They're going to try and charge. The Javisly has moved up as well. Should move his wound marker up with him as well. And then we've just put a screen in front of our Sorceress, stopping that dragon from coming and eating him. With that, we're going to go into some shooting, and the Javisly is going to try and shoot the Dread Spears. So, the Javisly shooting into the Dread Spear, 3 attacks, 3s to hit, 1 hit, and 3 to wound, 1 wound. 1 save at -1 from your Dread Spear. It's going to be a 5+. Failed, so 1 dead Dread Spear. And so charges, we're going to start with the Javisly. It's a 5, so he's going to get in. We'll just move him up to the edge. A bit of wobbly model syndrome there. And then the Bestigor are going to charge as well. 5, so we're going to have to spend a command point on them to give them a reroll. 5 again. That's not going. That's going to fail. So it's all up to the Javelslayer to get me my battle tactic for the turn.
What's your battle tactic?
Right, so we're going to go with the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth first. 3 attacks. So 2 hit. And no wounds from him this turn. With his great big axe. So going to D3 attacks with his tail. 3 attacks. 2 hits. And 2 wounds, so 2 armor saves at -2. So 6+ saves. 1 save, and then a 4+ ward save. Nope, so 1 dead so far from the Shaggoth. And then we've got his taloned forelimbs. 1. And nothing. So he did a grand total of 1 damage this round. So he's elected the Dread Spears to attack the Javelslayer. So I'm going to roll 3d6 for the Aura of Madness. That is over their bravery, so they all get an extra attack now. But however, any ones he rolls to attack do a mortal wound back to the unit. Alright, so the Dread Spears attacking. What do they need to hit?
4s.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4 dead. Keep them to the side. However, now you need to roll your 6s separately. Keep them there for a sec. So the ones that weren't 6s now roll to wound on 4s. So 2. So first of all, I'm going to roll the armor saves for these on my 4+. Failed both, so put them to the side. Then roll them 4s to wound as well. And these I need to make 5+ saves on because they're rend 1. Not on the wound rolls, just them. So that's 1 more fail, 2 more fails because these are a 5-up. And then I took 4 wounds with the Javelslayer, so on 4+, I do mortal wounds back. So another 1, so 5 of them are going to die from their own attacks. So Dragon Ogres now are going to attack the Phoenix Guard. Rerolling 1s to hit. And 3s to wound. So that is 4 at -2 now because of Tendrils of Atrophy and the Herdstone. So 6+ saves. You save 2, but that becomes 4 damage. So 4 Witness to Destiny rolls. So 1 dies from all of that.
Of these guys?
Yep, of your Phoenix Guard. And then Taloned forelimbs. And that dice stops rolling. 2 hits. 2 wounds, so 2 6-up saves. Failed both. 2 Witness to Destiny rolls. Another 1 dies from the Dragon Ogres. So Phoenix Guard, they're all going into the Dragon Ogres again. So we need 3s to hit. Oh, that's not a bad roll. 3s to wound. Ouch. That's going to be a... And then we're going to need 5-up saves on the Dragon Ogres.
And 1 run.
Yep, so that's why it's going to be a 5 instead of 4. Oh, wow, I did not pass many of them. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to kill 1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 1 Dragon Ogre on a wound left. And so now the Javelslayer is going to attack into those Dread Spears. So 3 hits with everything. This is not looking good for the Dread Spears. Wounding on 3s. Spoke too soon. So 3 6+ saves for your dudes. Nope, so that's going to be... So that's 3 dead Dread Spears now, so far.
Am I keeping the Gargle Horn?
And then he's got his spiked tail. Hits. Wounds. 1 more 6+ save for the Dread Spear. Fails. Doesn't matter what damage you do, it's just going to kill the model now. And that will be the end of the turn, so Battle Shock. Alright, so end of the turn. Don't have to take Battle Shock for him because the Herdstone's ability is now 18 inch. So that's cool. And then I control 1. I control 2, so that's 2 points. I then control more than you. I don't control that center one though. It is 3-2 currently. But I do control both objectives for my battle tactic, so I'm going to get 5 points for the turn. And I'm also going to score an extra point as I'm going... Oh, yeah, end of the turn. So after we've scored points, I'm going to get another point for burning that objective. And so with that, we're going to go into Cities of Sigmar turn 3. Right, so battle tactic for the turn for the Cities of Sigmar, he's going to pick Slay the Warlord. So my Shaggoth has to die this turn. Heroic ability, I'm going to try Heroic Healing to make that as hard as possible for you. I do not roll under my bravery, so I don't get any healing. And as you stated, you're doing the finest hour with your dragon for +1 a wound, +1 to save. So magic, he's going to try a Word of Pain with the Sorceress on the Javisly.
7.
Fails to cast.
Do I get a reroll?
No.
Damn it.
And you are -1 with the Javisly around as well, so definitely fails to cast. With that though, that's going to be movement now. So pretty much move the dragon and the Sorceress, and we'll come back. So end of movement phase for the cities. The dragon's going to try and get rid of the Shaggoth this turn, and the Sorceress, she's just trying to run away from the Javisly now. With that, that's going to be the end of movement, so we're going to go into shooting. So, dragon trying to use his Noxious Breath, 6 up.
On 1 dice.
1 dice. Does a mortal wound to the Shaggoth with his Stink Breath.
Oh, he's got to do 1 more.
Got 5 wounds left to do.
5.
Alright, so charges. Dragon's got to roll 2 dice and charge anything but a double 1. He's in, because the other dice doesn't matter. So, Monstrous Table, let's go. So, the Dreadlord Black Dragon is going to use Titanic Jewel, and the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth is going to use Titanic Jewel as well. So, they're both going to get +1 to hit each other. Alrighty, so Dreadlord Black Dragon, he's attacking the Shaggoth. Exile Blade, hits on 2s now, and wounds on 3s. Thanks to your finest hour, that's 3. 3 armor saves, no rend on these. Saved all of them. However, 3 attacks from his jaws. So hitting on 3s now. All hit.
And then...
Wounding on 2s. Because he wounds on 2s normally, 1s always fail.
Yep.
So 3, -2. So my Shaggoth is going to have a 6+ save. Whoa, save 2 of them. D6 damage. 5, I've got 5 mystical saves here. I don't make any, and he just dies.
Oh, lucky.
So, 1 Dragon Ogre attacking back with his Draconic Crusher. Hits with everything, though. 2 wounds. -2. Yeah, negative. So they're both going to fail. So now 4 6+ saves to make. Sorry, 4+ saves on these ones, sorry. So 3 Phoenix Guard die from him so far. He's mad you killed his boss. And then the Clawed Forelimbs from him. 2 hits. No wounds. And so that is going to be that. Phoenix Guard get to attack back now. So Phoenix Guard attacking into the Dragon Ogre. They only need to deal wounds. 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. Alrighty. -1, so these are 5 up saves. Save none. So watch 4 6s, come on. 1. He saves 1 and then gets stabbed a whole bunch. So, end of Cities of Sigmar, turn 3. He controls no... Oh, I think you're going to control 1 now. Yep, you control 1 with the Phoenix Guard here. You control 2. I think you control 2. Yep, because the Javisly can't contest. And, yep. So, you control 2. So, you've got 2 points, and then you've got your battle tactic as well. So, you get 4 victory points. Now you do control one in my territory, so do you wish to burn it, to pillage it?
Yes.
Cool, so that's going to give you another 1, so you're going to get 5 points this turn. And so, end of turn 3, that's going to make the scores. For Beast of Chaos, we're going to have 15, and it's going to be 16 for cities. Super close. Priority for turn 4, Beast of Chaos, we got a 5. You got a 1, I'm going to take it with Beasts. That's a big priority there, I think. Alright, battle tactic for the turn 4, Beast of Chaos, turn 4, the top of 4. I'm going to pick Bring It Down. So this is having to kill a monster from the enemy, so it's going to be the Dreadlord. And if my monster manages to kill it, I get an extra victory point on top. Going to try and kill the Dreadlord. So with that, we're going to go into heroic abilities. Brave Shaman is going to try and generate me an extra command point. It does so on a 2+ because it's not my general, and he's dead, so I get an extra command point. And so his general is going to try and roll for another command point. Nope. Doesn't get it. With that, I'm going into magic. So starting my turn, I'm going to sacrifice D3 Ungor for 1. That's going to give me an extra, so I go up to 4. I'm then going to use the free command point I generated to put me up to 5 command points. 5 primordial call points, not command points. Using the ability from Allherd. And then we're going to try and cast Tendrils of Atrophy. Goes off on a 6, so you can try and dispel this, I think. We'll double check if you're in range. She is just in range, so you need to roll 7 on the dice. No, you rolled a 6, so it goes off. So the Dreadlord on Black Dragon is -1 save. So he's technically -2 because of the Herdstone as well. And so we're going to go into the movement and we'll come back after all of it is done. Alright, and so that is the end of movement. So we're going to shoot with the Jabberslayer. It's going to shoot into the Dreadlord. 3 attacks, 3's to hit. And 3's to wound. Nothing. No shooting attacks. So we're going to go into charges now.
You're not summoning.
Alright, so charges. First of all, the Jabberslayer going to charge 8. So that's going to see him in. And then we're going to charge the Bestior as well. With a 9. That's going to see them in as well. And so that's how we look after charging with the Bestior and Jabberslayer. We're going to go with the Bestior in the fight first. And so Bestior, we're going to use all-out attack. So we're going to spend our only command point left. And he's going to spend all-out defense on the dragon. With that, we're going to need 2's to hit, re-rolling 1s. Our mistake, I can't use all-out attack because I'm already getting +1 to hit. Because your order, so I am going to be 3's to hit, sorry. So 2's will miss. But I still get to re-roll the 1s. Reroll those 1s. And 3's to wounds. So 5 up save on the dragon after all modifiers. So he is going to take 7 wounds from the Bestior. Dreadlord on Black Dragon's been attacked. The Dreadlord on Black Dragon has been picked to attack. So we're going to roll 3d6 now for the Aura of Madness. 10, 11, that's higher than his bravery. So all his profiles get an extra attack. But he does mortal wounds on the rolls of 1. 7 attacks, needing 3's to hit. That's a mortal wound on you though. So 1 so far. But then those ones hit. And 4's to wound. 1 so far. 4+ failed, so I'll put that over this side. I've got to make 2 piles. Then mortal wounds he's done to himself. They're acidic blood rolls afterwards.
And then fearsome jaws, 3 attacks.
So 4 attacks now.
And 4's to hit.
That's another mortal wounds.
then wounds.
Wounds on a 3+. These are -2, so these are 6 ups. Past 1, but that's going to be another one. You're going to kill me with this, but you have to roll the rest of your attacks. So D6 damage, though. For 2. So that's actually going to be 2 wounds allocated.
And then razor sharp claws.
So you're going to have 5 attacks with the claws now.
Hitting on force.
It's 2 ones, it's 2 mortals.
I'm so good. And then winning on 3s.
Winning on a 3. Doesn't wound. So I've got 3 damage done to me by the dragons. These are acidic blood rolls. For another 2, so that's going to be 6 wounds. In total, you suffer from your own attacks. He has 1 wound remaining after that, but he does kill the Jabbersly. Alright, so end of the turn, I'm going to get 3 points because I control 1, I control 2, but I control more than you. So that gives me 3 points. I do not get my battle tactic as he survived on 1 goddamn wound. Alright, Cities of Sigmar, turn 4. We're going to get the battle tactic for cities. Right, battle tactic for the turn. He's chosen broken ranks. He has to kill a unit in my starting army, which means he has to kill one of these 2 units here. For heroic abilities for the turn, I'm going to choose to try and get a command point again, as I have none because this one has disappeared. I do, so I go back to having 1 that only my hero can spend. And you're going to go heroic recovery. So heroic recovery. Yep, so you heal D3 for 1. So you go up to 2 wounds on your dragon. So she's going to try Word of Pain on the Bestigor, 2d6. Goes off on an 8. I'm going to try and dispel her. Nope, I do not. So D3 mortal wounds to the Bestigor. 1 Bestigor dies. We'll have to take this one off here. And that's it for the hero phase, so we'll go into movement. Shooting, the dragon's going to shoot, so he gets to roll 9 dice. Because there are 9 Bestigor there, and for every 6 he does a mortal wound to the Bestigor. 2, so you're going to kill 2 Bestigor. And charges then, after that. Phoenix Guard, they need a 6. They got a 9, they're in. And so attacks, we're going to go with the dragon first. First of all, his monstrous ability, so on a 2+, he does D3 mortal wounds with Stomp. So D3 mortal wounds to the Bestigor. 3 more die. Alright, so the dragon's attacking the Bestigor now.
On 3s?
Yep. And then forced wound.
2.
4+, failed 2, that's 2 more dead Bestigor.
And then Fearsome Jaws, 3 attacks on 4s.
1 hit with the Fearsome Jaws.
And then wounds. Fearsome Jaws.
Wounds on a 4+ with the Fearsome Jaws. Wounds. Ren 2, 6 up save. Failed D6 damage. For 5, wipes out the Bestigor. Ungor are going to attack the Phoenix Guard. 4s to hit. And 4s to wound. 1 armor save on your Phoenix Guard.
4 up.
Yep. And then another 4 up after. For your ward save. Saved. And now they're going to choppity me back. Right, Phoenix Guard attacking. 3s to hit.
That's really bad.
With all out... No. Yeah, with all out attack, sorry. We've got that. So it's 2s to hit.
And then 3s to wound.
This is not looking good. So 6+ saves on all of these. Saved 1, but that's going to wipe the unit of Ungor. So that's going to net you. You now control more objectives because you control 2. So which means you got your full 3 points. You've also got your battle tactic, which is another 2. So you're going to get 5 victory points this round. As we go into priority for the next turn. Priority, I got a 3. City's got a 2. Beasts of Chaos are going to take turn 5. We're going to see what we can do with 1 wizard on the table. Right, so my battle tactic for the turn, I'm going to go Slay the Warlord. So we've got to try and kill that dragon. Top of the turn, I get 1 primordial call point, popping me up to 6. So my Brave Shaman is going to announce his finest hour as my ability, and you're going to use Heroic Willpower, correct?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so into the hero phase proper, I'm going to try and use Devolve as my spell. 7, it goes off, so you can try and dispel with your dragon. You need an 8 on dice. 6 goes off. So now I roll 2d6 to that dragon. For 8, he has to move 8 inches directly towards me. So that dragon ends up there. So now we're going to bring on movement, and we're going to bring on some units as well. Movement, we've brought on with our 6 summoning points, a unit of 10 Besticore. We're going to try and get that pesky wizard at the top, and our shaman has moved. We're going to try and kill a dragon. So, charges, shaman. 8. He's in. Bestigor. 9. They're in. End of the charge phase, your dragon can try and do something. Now, does he either want to roar or does he want to stomp? Alright, so the dragon is going to elect to roar. On a 3+, I cannot issue or receive commands in the combat phase. No, I am not scared of you. It is my finest hour. Brave Shaman is attacking first. 3 to hit. No. It missed.
Sucked in.
Alright, so the Sorceress is going to attack the Bestigor. She needs a 4 to hit with 1 attack. She hits. Of course she hits. Not my stupid wizard. 3 to wounds. Wounds as well. Armor save on the Bestigor. Failed. She kills D3 of them.
6.
1. She kills 1 Bestigor. And then the Bestigor are going to pile in. Alright, so the Bestigor are piled in. So we've got 5 of them around her. These are sort of like put together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sorry, around her. So the Bestigor are going to attack. So we need 3s to hit, re-rolling 1. Sorry, no. 4s to hit, sorry, re-rolling 1s now. Because you're not a unit of 10 or more models. Re-roll that 1 though. Into a 1, of course. And then 3s to wounds. She's dead. She doesn't get an arm save against that. So end of the turn. Sorry, not end of the turn. Dragon's going to attack now. I'm going to use a command point for all-out defense on my Brave Shaman.
All-out attack.
And he's using all-out attack. Dropping him to 2 command points left for his final turn. So you've got 6 attacks with the Exile Blade. These are hitting on 2s now. All hit. Wounding on 4s. 2. So this is going to be a 5-up save. Failed both. I take 2. And then you've got 3 attacks from your jaws. 2 hits. 4 pluses to wound now with the jaws. Wound both. These are -2. They both go through. You've got to do 3 on 2d6. So double 1s, please. No, dead. And with that, that's the end of combat. I'm going to gain 3 points. I now control 2, which makes it more because there are only 3 objectives on the table. So I get another 3 victory points. So now we're just got to work something out to see whether it's even worth playing out the turn. And so we've just worked out the points. He's currently 2 points behind me. However, he doesn't even need to score anything for the rest of for his last turn, because he's got 3 points coming because his agenda is completed. His general's live, mine's dead. I've not got my grand strategy because all my starting units in the army are dead. So he's at least going to win by 1, potentially 2. I think he's only going to win by 1. So I don't think there's anything else he can actually do this turn. So Cities of Sigmar take it last turn of the game by a single point. Well, thank you all for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Also, while you're at it, why not come chat more with us on Discord? We've got a link in the description of the video below to our Discord server. You can come chat with me and other members of our fine little community here at Sinful Gaming. Lastly, we'd like to give a shout out to everyone who helps support the channel in various different ways. First of all, to our Patreon members, Christian Weir, James Soren, Chaos Spawn, AJC, Kenny Lowe, Outer and Shot First, James Crowder, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, Tim Newman, The Rising Ape, Cure Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, MJ, and Dyna226. Thank you to, as well, our YouTube members, Green Roots Gaming, Fire Titan, Steve T, The Real Zeot, Chris Wallace, Turriot12, Vinny, and Loch Lorick. And a special thanks to our artist who does all the channel art for us, Lady Witchfox Art, thank you very much. And to our Discord moderator, Xmorphic, you do a fantastic job on Discord for us as well. Thank you all, everyone, for watching. If you'd like to help support on Patreon or YouTube member or help support the channel in another way, you can do so by following one of the links in the description of the video to Patreon or YouTube members, or go buy some Sinful Gaming merch from our Teespring store, also linked in the video's description. That's it for today, everyone. Thank you again. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.